I've been a loan officer for about 5 years, maybe a little over 5 years. And this is one of the biggest mistakes I see people make. They assume or they think that their first home has to be their perfect home, has to be their dream home. I don't know why we feel like the first entryway has to create the dream life or the dream world that we have envisioned for ourselves. That doesn't happen. 9 times out of 10, most people get what's called a starter home. And it seems like in this generation where we expect things now and fast, we skip the process of the entry of just starting. You don't just wake up one day and say, I'm gonna become a doctor. No, you have steps to take, right? You go to school, you go to undergrad, you go to um, medical school, you become a resident. Like you go through all these steps to get there. But when it comes to real estate and owning properties, we automatically assume, oh, my first home, I got my loan, I'm going straight to the top of my pre-approval. Wait, that's not my dream home? No, I'm not taking it. I'm going to keep looking till I find my dream home. No, you skipped so many steps. Why is this a thing that we do? I don't, you know what's funny? Even me, I'm guilty of it too. When I first started looking, when I got approved, pre-approved, I was about 22. I almost fell into that same trap. And then it hit me like, wait, Malcolm, what are you doing? I don't know if it's the allure of looking at houses or coming up from, underprivileged neighborhood, that when you start going to these other neighborhoods, you're like, whoa, your eyes start opening. Or it could be the fact that I always envisioned stuff that it made me go and I wanted what I wanted. Now, I prayed my butt off, but I also worked hard, and I do have an amazing house, but it's not my dream house. Not my dream house. It's an amazing home, but it's not my dream home. You know why? Because I started looking at that mortgage payment of the homes that I wanted, and it was like, you know what? I'm good on that right now. Like, I'll get there one day, but it doesn't have to happen right now. It doesn't have to happen today. I feel like we assume that if you don't get your dream home as your first home, your very first home, that you'll never accomplish it. But let me tell you something. Statistics show that most people buy 3 homes in their lifetimes. Their starter home, their second home, and their third home is when they relocate and they downsize. So the second home is usually closer to the dream home. That's when they start having kids, they start trying to expand. And then after that, after the kids leave, they have this big home with no kids in it. So they downsize and then they go to their second home, which is usually smaller than their first home, funny or not. And it's usually a ranch because they don't want to go up the stairs. Imagine this, you're getting older now, you're 60, 70. You don't want to be going up the stairs. You want one flat level home. And this is what statistics show. So my message to you is, if you're buying a home, your first home does not have to be your dream home. In fact, if you're smart, you're doing a multifamily home because it makes the most sense, because you can generate income and we can create that passive wealth that we all want, or that we should be striving for. Because let's be honest, at the end of the day, you don't want to work for money. You want to work for time. And I know it sounds cliche, and I don't know if you've heard this before or not, but working for money just creates stress. You're always working. Oh, I gotta get this. I gotta do overtime. I gotta do this. But you miss out on life. You miss out on spending time with your family. You miss out on doing things that make you happy. Whether it's just watching anime, whether it's eating, whether it's taking vacations. When you work for money, you miss out on all these things. So I'm here to switch your mindset and do a paradigm shift. I want you to focus on creating time, creating moments, because at the end of the day, when you pass, the thing that sticks with people is not the money that you have. It's the memories that you created with them. What do they talk about at funerals? And I'm not trying to get all sad and make you sad, but think about it. At funerals, people talk about the memories. They don't talk about how much money you had, or how big your home was, or how fast your cars are, how many cars you have. No one talks about that. They talk about the memories and how many people you impacted. What did you leave back to create? What did you leave? What is your legacy? How many people did you help out? And yes, I'm not going to lie to you. Money helps, because with money, you're able to help more people. You're able to help all those charities. So when people say, hey, don't focus on money, they're right and they're wrong. You want to focus it on it so you can create the life that you want, but you don't want to be controlled by it by it so it consumes you every day and all you're thinking about is money, because you forget to live in the moment and enjoy life. My name is Malcolm Marcelle, and I'm a licensed mortgage loan officer, MLS number 1830011, and I help blue collar workers get approved for a home instead of getting denied. So my goal is to make a lot of money, help a lot of people, and have a ton of fun while I'm doing it. So if that's you, message me, and I'll be more than happy to help you find a home that will create some income for you, but also create freedom for you. At the end of the day, freedom is the goal. And your life could be your life. You want to live life on your own terms. A lot of people say, hey, Malcolm, what's your goal what's your goal in life? Like, how much money do you want to make? As much as I can. That's simple. But I don't focus just on the money. I focus on creating value and helping as many people as I can. Because when you help people, guess what? The money will come to you. I'm not chasing money. Money is attracted to me by who I am and what I'm doing and the value you bring. Actually, one of the books that I'm reading, I read, it says the amount of money you make is a direct proportion to the value you bring. So the more value you bring creates more money. So when you look at people like Mr. Beast and you're like, oh my God, how does he have so much money? Because he gives it all away. He gives away so much more money. Guess what? More money is attracted to him because he's helping more people. So the key to building wealth or creating freedom is to help more people. Hence why I do these videos and why I'm so passionate on giving my knowledge away, doing nonprofit and stuff like that. Because the more people I help, the more money I get, and creates more freedom for me and my family and allows me to help more people. Do you see the cycle? And the way that I choose to help people, the way that I love to live my life and give back my knowledge stuff is through real estate, because I feel like real estate is one of the only ways to break that gap that we're missing from middle class to the rich. Real estate's that gap, because it doesn't matter what room you're in. Once you start talking about real estate or talking about homes and properties, people all like, oh my God, what? Oh, okay. Because rich people, they have a lot of real estate, so they love talking about real estate. And when you're middle class, guess what? You can still have real estate. It gives them something. It gives you something to have in common. And I feel like everyone should own real estate. It bridges the wealth gap. It gives you something to talk about. And you remember what I told you in the last video? If you want to become rich, you have to think like the rich. You have to see what they do and do it. And I think the statistics say 70% of all millionaires have real estate. So why wouldn't you own real estate? See, we're doing what the rich do to create that wealth and to become rich. Now, my definition of being rich and happy might not be your definition. And I want you to live in your definition and live the true, authentic you. But doing it, you need to own something. I'm telling you, it makes a difference. Even most people who rent, right? Like, you'll look at it. Grant Cardone talks about, oh, I love renting, blah, 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 blah. But he also owns a lot of real estate. So don't be fooled by that thinking that, oh, well, Grant Cardone rents. Why do I need to own real estate? Because he still owns it. He even says it in all his books. That's one of the best forms. Now, he doesn't believe in getting your own house. He thinks just get straight investment properties, and that's how he builds his wealth. I'm a little different on that, because I feel like if your first property is also an investment, two birds, one stone. That's why I say start with a multifamily. So this is how you can get your dream house in any market, because your dream house doesn't have to be your first home. I'm going to end this video with a good quote. I have more stuff I want to say, but I feel like I'm going on a tangent and I don't want to lose the main point of this video, which is talking about how to achieve your dream home in any market. And it's simple. Wait. That's it. Your dream home doesn't have to come right now. It doesn't have to be your first home. It can come later down the line. But what I will tell you is never lose the vision of what you want. So even to this day, I still have a vision board that I update. Yes, I update my vision board to add new goals and things that I want. And I know that I'm going to achieve it. It's no doubt in my mind. Like, most people are like, oh, you think it's gonna happen? No, I know it's going to happen. It already has happened. I'm just achieving it and pulling it to me. See, it might have happened later down in the timeline. I'm just trying to attract that to come to me now. But once you have that doubt and your fear, you start bringing fear and worry to attract it to you instead of what you want. So I know it's a hard concept and might be a little confusing for some people to understand, but we attract what we want. Think of it like a magnet. So if you're fearful, if you're thinking about worry or what could go wrong, guess what? You're a magnet. So you're attracting that to you. But if you can stop worrying about all the things that could go wrong and start focusing on what could go right, all the things that can happen, the possibilities, you will start attracting that to you. Simple way to prove it is, think about this. Once you're looking at a new car or new sneakers, right? You start noticing it everywhere. Did you realize that? That's not by accident. It's always been there, but now your mind is focused on what you want. So you're noticing it everywhere. The same thing happens when you put a goal of things that you want. So when I tell you guys, hey, do a vision board of the home that you want, put it there. You will attract that home to you. Now that home might be your dream home. And I'm not saying it's not possible to get it in your first try, because it has happened, but I'm saying chances are it might not. And if it doesn't come on the first time, do not be mad. A starter home will still bring you the wealth to attract your dream home. Do you feel me? Do you guys understand this? This is the concept that I live by. So my home, I envisioned this home, my pool, my backyard, everything. I envisioned it before I seen this home. And even this home that I'm so happy and grateful that I was able to get, because as you guys know, I was denied multiple times by big banks before I was able to get this home. So I went through the obstacles, the hurdles to get this home. This is still not my dream home. This was a home that I wanted. Do you see the difference? My dream home is even bigger, because why limit your imagination? If this is your dream home, you should have no limits on what you want. Don't limit yourself. So my point is, write down what you want. I firmly believe in affirmations. Write it down. As you guys know, I have multiple books. Hold on. I'm going to show you guys. Multiple books. Affirmations. Look at that. Affirmations. 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 50 times a day. Look at this. I have multiple books of this. I actually just recently stopped, but I think I'm gonna go back to it. Multiple books. Every day I would write down my goal. And the reason why I did this is because I want to attract what I want to attract. Now I don't write it. Maybe I'll start going back, but boy, do I think about it. I actually say them out loud too throughout the day. Go in the bathroom, go in the stall, just start talking to myself. I look in the mirror sometimes and say to myself in the morning, but when I'm brushing my teeth, right after, I put my goals out to attract what I want. I want you guys to do the same thing. Okay. Hopefully I didn't go into a tangent. Hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying. If you like these videos and you like this mortgage concept, then my own concept added into it, let me know in the comment section so you can keep the style. I'm trying to find the right style of mortgage, but personality, and combine that so you guys learn, but you also understand my concept and thinking behind it. Because at the end of the day, anyone can just give you mortgage facts. I want to give you more than that. I want to show you a way to actually achieve your goals and your dreams. Now, I'm going to end this video with a quote like I told you I would do in my last video. I want to make sure I don't butcher the quote. It's going to happen because you're going to make it happen. Whatever you want, you can achieve it. Just believe it and do it. What does that mean? It means you know what you want. And as long as you go for it, you will achieve it. I guarantee you. The only time you lose is when you stop and you give up. So as long as you don't give up, guess what? It's still coming. Hustle family, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Like I always say, if no one's told you you're amazing, you are amazing. I appreciate you guys. Give yourselves a hug. And if you watch it to the end of the video, thank you. I want to invite you to Mixer coming up. All the description is going to be in the right there at the bottom, I guess. Rafa put it somewhere like boom, special code. If you live in New York or in the tri-state area, you want to come meet me in person, come out, see that I'm a real, have fun. It's going to be food, drinks, completely free. We're going to talk about real estate. And I want to invite you guys. Thank you for sticking with me for over the years. And I'm finally doing in-person meetings. All right, Hustle family, I appreciate you. Over and out.